Hello, Los Angeles! Welcome to Doll Hall. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Let's have some exciting roller derby action between the LA Junior Derby Dolls Witches versus the LA Junior Derby Dolls Ghosts. I'm Trixie Biscuit alongside Valerie Moffat. Hey, Val.
Hey, Trixie, how are you?
Doing great, thank you. Are you ready to meet the skaters?
I'm so ready to meet the skaters.
How about it? They told me who was skating out first, and I already forgot. So, let's meet the team that's skating out first, and then I'll know who it is. The Ghosts! All right, here are your ghosts. 000 Bella Blitz. 529 Mojo Mayhem. Number 203 Shreddy Mercury. 926 Princess Leia. Number 36 Slim Reaper. 122 It's Smaller Brawler. 27 Luna Shovegood. 512 Ziggy Stardust. 1154 Angel of Death. Number 14 is Hell on Wheels. 0.35G, it's Honey BB. Number 74, Furious George. 111 Roller Sticks. 3355 VP Brew. Number 168 Betty Rumble. 137 Glow and Arrow. And number 6000 Ginger Snapped. Coaching the Ghosts are Moulin Rouge and Ice Creamer. One more time for your Ghosts.
Now it's time to meet the Witches. At number 214, it's Alter Ego. Number 85, Aurora Borealis. 21, Beretta Bobcat. 42, Chemical X. C3PO is Chewbacca. Number 478 is Finding Gory. 72, Goldie Knox. Number 97, Greased Frightening. 7666, it's Hermione Danger. 1609, it's Hidden. 1997, that's 1997, it's Jolteon. Number 999, it's Jurassic Punk. 857 is Kitten Crush. 6248 is Pink Poison. 88Q, it's Rage. 777, that's Sally Face. Number 64, Smackaroni. And number 46, it's Wensley Adams. Coaching the Witches, it's Brooklyn and Doomsdaisy.
All right, and let's keep it going for your enforcers. Head referee, Mazapain de la Chismosa. Game executioner, Ridley Scorpio. Jam refs, Scary Fisher and Jaeger Bomb. Pack refs, Tricky Ricardo and Suspect Ed. Outside pack refs, Voltron and Derelict. Penalty tracker, Hassel Black. Penalty tracker assistant, Scrappy Go Lucky. Penalty box administrators, Casey Cojones and Metallic Kyle. Your Eyes in the Sky, E.T. Melissa and Bucket. Scoreboard operator, Cherry Blazer. Whiteboard, E.T. Tracy. Runner, E.T. Beth. Alt, E.T. Ronnie. And scoreboard operator assistant, E.T. Abraham. Your enforcers!
The Derby Dolls acknowledge that we gather on traditional, unceded Kizh and Tongva land. We ask members and the Derby Dolls community to honor with gratitude the Kizh and Tongva people, elders, and the land itself. The Derby Dolls encourage you to visit native-land.ca to learn about the native land you reside on and its history.
All right, I've got one more question for you, Los Angeles. Are you ready for roller derby action? Make some noise for the people. All right, sounds like they're ready. Are you ready, Val?
I'm ready, Trixie. Are you ready?
I am so ready.
All right.
I've never been more ready.
Sounds like everybody's ready.
We're up here at our exciting new little crow's nest up here.
Yeah, brand new perch.
This is very exciting.
So exciting.
And here we are off on our very first jam. Black jumps out to lead jammer position. That's Witch's jammer hidden. The way this works, if this is your first time, all the skaters take off on that first whistle. The skaters wearing the star are your jammers. They are the point-scoring skaters. They go take a lap, and when they re-enter the pack, they get 1 point for every opposing player they pass. The jam lasts 60 seconds or until the lead jammer, that's the one in the front, calls off the jam by patting her hips. That's just what Hidden just did, and they ended the jam. Black draws first blood to the tune of, I believe it's going to be 4 points.
A healthy 4 right off the bat.
And we are back at it. Black's out again. Aurora Borealis takes the lead. White jammer Honeybee B for the Ghost, having some trouble getting through that pack. But Aurora Borealis takes the outside line, gets all the points, and is gunning for more. Still a lot of time left on this jam as Honeybee B escapes the pack. But Aurora Borealis is through unopposed on the inside. Cute little apex jump there.
Those black team blockers just put on a show.
Absolutely. In roller derby, you are playing offense and defense at the same time. The blockers have to help their own jammer through while obstructing the opposing jammer. It's a lot to think about, and it's even worse when you got wheels on your feet.
Oh, it's a lot going on.
There's a little something going on in that penalty box. I see one skater in the box for each team. That means that both teams are going to be down one blocker. Penalties in roller derby are called based on fairness or safety. So we've got 1-1-5-4 for 2 penalties, arms and above the shoulders. That's for white. And number 42, Chemical X for a low block. Pack's at almost a standstill. And lead jammer Grease Frightening was unable to breach before she had to call it off, because that second jammer was coming up. That situal awareness among the jammers is a huge part of the game.
It's integral.
They've got to pay attention to not just trying to fight their way through those blockers, but also know where that opposing jammer is so that they can call it off to prevent their scoring points.
That's right. Even if you're not scoring points, you can prevent your opponent from scoring.
And that's almost as good.
That's almost as good.
Wensley Adams is out for black. Witches are dominating the lead jammer battle so far. Hidden tries to open it up on the outside for her jammer to get through. You know, we talk so much about the jammers, but so much of the game does depend on the blockers making those friendly sides, making holes in the pack.
Absolutely. You can't have the jamming without the blocking. That's what I always say.
You always say that.
I always say that.
Sometimes I wish you'd stop. Furious George is in the lead for the Ghosts, their first lead jam of the game. And we got points on the board for the Ghosts, which is in the lead 17-5.
Well, Trixie, there goes that shutout.
That's all right. Nobody likes a shutout. That would have to be the rarest feat in roller derby, right?
That would be unbelievable.
I actually did see an almost shutout once.
No kidding.
They got 2 points in the last jam of the game.
Wow.
It was mayhem. The crowd went crazy. All right, and Rage hits it again for the Witches. Puts up what's probably going to be another 4 points.
Sounds about right. I believe you.
Well, don't believe me. Believe the enforcers. I'm just guesstimating here. All right, and White is sitting down one blocker. That's Mojo Mayhem sitting down. So they're down one blocker. Sally Face has lead for the Witches. But Betty Rumble has escaped the pack and is on the hunt. Change!
My goodness.
Betty Rumble snuck through on the inside, picking up a bunch of points and lead jammer from the Witches. Jurassic Punk's gonna be down for the Witches. They are down one blocker. Jurassic Punk sitting for a low block. Is Hell on Wheels. Boy, she just kept getting knocked down, but she got back up again.
Never gonna keep her down.
Nope, and never gonna keep her out of lead jammer position. Looked like Finding Glory might be about to make that steal for the Witches, but I do believe that it got called off in time. But Finding Glory is going to the box for a back block. She was the jammer last jam. That makes this a
Power Jam.
Power Jam. One jammer on the floor. One team can score, and that team is the Ghosts. Lead jammer trying to make it out of the pack. Gets one last hit from Rage, and that is Shreddy Mercury off and running. Woo! Shreddy comes in with a boatload of speed.
My
Wipes
goodness.
out. Courtesy of a little hit from Hermione Danger. And now a huge 3-wall in the front of this pack. Holding that jammer down, Mojo Mayhem goes up to the front to try to can opener her out of there. The Witches blockers ran up to try to contain that jammer, but they must stay within 20 feet of the pack. Once they get 20 feet ahead of the pack, they've got to let the jammer go. Beautifully timed block there by 7666. Hermione Danger to knock that jammer out, close out the jam. But not before the Witches pile up 7 points. It's a big jam for them, cutting the lead to 5. Ghosts are up 24-19. And we've got ourselves an official timeout. All right, that gives us a little time to tell you about, I don't know, how about safety? How about noggin safety? How's your noggin these days?
My noggin's pretty good, but you know what? It could be safer if I had a helmet.
It absolutely could be safer. You know what? I want to tell you about my favorite helmet, and everyone else is here, S1 helmets. S1 helmets, they are a symbol of protection, and they've been protecting the Derby Dolls since 2009.
It's a very long time.
It is a very long time. I have several S1 helmets, as does probably everyone who's ever skated with this league, and they are boss. They will protect your melon if you wear them right, and you can get one of your own at s-onestore.com. This bout is brought to you by the Vernon Community Fund. The Vernon Community Fund provides charitable contributions to community-based organizations and governmental agencies in support of efforts to improve the quality of life, strengthen families, and affirm Vernon's ties with neighboring communities in pursuit of bright futures. This is NPR. All right, we got a whole lot of penalties on the board here. Bella Blitz for directional block. Mojo for failure to reform and stopping. And a low block on Hermione Danger. So that's 2 down for the Ghosts, 1 down for the Witches. Severely depleted packs.
It's a thin pack.
It's going to be imperative for those blockers to work together because there just aren't that many of them.
That's right. Could be an opportunity for some pretty explosive offense, and here we go.
That is Ginger Snap. They are your lead jammer for the Ghosts. Ginger came in a little hot, hit that back wall, and caused some wreckage. I would not be surprised at all to see them sitting in the box. But they piled up 3 points, 22-24, and the chasm, it's not really a chasm.
It's not really. It's
It's not even a crevasse.
Yeah, it's a crack.
The crack closes. That's not very epic, Val, I gotta say.
Well, find me a more epic point deficit.
And sure enough, Ginger is sitting down for that low block. Makes this yet another power jam, this one in favor of the Witches. Pink Poison making very short work of getting out of the pack. Throws a great little head fake.
Slick juke.
Oh, yeah! Pink Poison's through. 33 seconds left on this jam clock. I think they've got plenty of time to get a couple more. Oh, so wily, such footwork. Oh, just wipes out on the very point of escaping with the help of Furious George, taking them to the infield a little bit. Calls off the jam, 8 points. 8 points for those Witches. We got full packs, 4 blockers for each team, 1 jammer for each team. I like it when everyone gets to play.
I like it too. It's fun. Isn't it nice?
And there goes Chewbacca in a huge hurry getting out of that pack. Slim Reaper taken to the rail as Chewbacca slides on through. Full pull for Chewbacca and the Witches.
That was so clean. Really fantastic blocking there.
And a quick slide to the outside gets met at the last second by Ginger Snap to the rail. Chewbacca calls it off. This is going to be another big one for the Witches. Six points for the Witches. Now you might be noticing a size difference between these jams.
Yes, it looks like they're platooning a little bit.
Yep, that's one way of putting it. What we've got here is, because the junior derby dolls are from age 7 to 17, White has lead jammer here for the Ghosts. Because of the age range that plays and the experience range that plays, we want to keep everybody safe. Oops, somebody lost a toe stop there.
Oh, uh-oh.
So they split up jams by experience level.
Yes.
And so you'll have jams where they're only doing positional blocking, like this one, and they're not really hitting yet. They're just trying to get in each other's way.
Yes.
Now that keeps the skaters safer, but it also teaches them that positional blocking is extremely powerful.
Absolutely.
It's a fundamental skill of the game, so it's great that they start them off like that. Teaches the game and keeps everybody safe. It's a win-win-win.
Absolutely. You got to respect the fundamentals. $4 points for the Ghosts on that jam. No
Nobody in the box. And a little jammer on jammer action there. Angel of Death tried to put one on Chemical X as they both exited the pack. The blockers are only allowed to hit people when they're in the pack, but the jammers can hit each other anywhere.
Yes. And given the opportunity.
You don't see it too often because it's a big risk.
Right.
You know, if you take a run at somebody, they can leave you in the dust, but it's really exciting when it happens.
Personally, I'm for it.
Chemical X picks up another 3 for the Witches. About a minute and a half left to go in this first quarter. As Mojo Mayhem takes lead jammer for the Ghosts. Smackaroni escapes the pack. Call it, call it, call it is the notes from the bench, and Mojo's listening. We encourage everybody to go check out concessions at quarter break. Go see our fantastic sellers out in the parking lot.
Absolutely.
We got Sammy Swoop doing tooth gems.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool.
Wow.
Jupiter's Moons, tarot readings, fresh bundles, tea blends, healing jewelry.
Wow.
There's a lot going on out
It's your
there.
one-stop shop.
There goes VV Vroom with a huge lead jammer. Skating like the rents do, VV Vroom. Ginger Snapped continues to hold it down in the front of the pack. And VV Vroom picks up 4, calls it. We got time for at least one more jam.
One more time. One more again.
One more. Let's do it. Why not? We weren't doing nothing else.
Yeah.
Jurassic Punk's going to sit for a low block. Witches are going to be down 1 blocker. And the jammers take off. The game clock has run out on the quarter, but this jam will continue until the jam clock runs out or until the lead jammer calls it off. That lead jammer right now is Alter Ego. Alter Ego calls that off, and that is your first quarter. Witches leading the Ghosts 41-33. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break. Go get those drinks, go get those snacks, go get something shiny, put on your chompers, and we'll see you back here in 5 minutes. All right, Los Angeles, we are back for the second of 4 quarters of exciting roller derby action here in beautiful Vernon, California. Chemical X is going to be sitting down to start this first jam. For the Witches, they're going to be down 1 blocker. But the Witches are in the lead, 41-33, as we enter the second.
Now 41-33, that's a reasonably close game.
It is an absolutely reasonably close game. It's a lead to feel good about, but not to feel safe about, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
And the Jammers exiting the pack at almost the same time. Smaller brawler, calling off that jam right off the bat.
That's the kind of thing we were talking about earlier. Call off a jam early, do some damage control.
Absolutely. If you think you're gonna be overtaken, and these skaters, they practice together, they skate together, they know.
Of course.
They have a pretty good idea if they can outskate the other jammer, and so if you're pretty sure you're gonna get past, why not call it off?
Absolutely.
Great tenacity by Hidden. Fighting their way out of that pack and calling it off.
Just like we said.
Almost like I've been watching roller derby for 15 years or something.
Almost. Wonder what makes you say that.
I don't know. There's the whistle. There go those jammers. And it's Lunar Shovegood in the lead for the Ghosts. Kitten Crush, captain of the Witches, crawling on up behind, forces the call off. And we've had 3 scoreless jams. It's a defensive battle here in Vernon, California. I'd like to welcome everybody who's watching on YouTube. Hi, nice to see you. Thanks
Welcome,
for coming
YouTube.
by.
That's 4.
4 scoreless jams.
We have fun here.
And we're setting up for another one. That's right, big hand in the audience. Cheering those skaters on, and there go the Witches. Wensley Adams in the lead. Wensley gets up to the front of the pack. Looks like Wensley got maybe all 4, but I do believe that the Ghost stole a couple.
Ooh.
3 points for the Witches, 1 point for the Ghosts. And just like that, our scoreless streak is over.
Combo breaker.
Rourke Borealis in the lead for the Witches. Chemical X clearing out bodies.
My goodness.
As Aurora Borealis gets through, gets the points, calls it off.
You know, it's so hard, Trixie, not whenever someone just zips through the pack like that, it's so hard to not just say "neum" into the mic every time.
I wouldn't do it every time,
wouldn't do
but
it
you
every
know, once in a while, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Witches extend their lead, but the Ghosts did pick one up. And Hermione Danger, lead jammer for the Witches. Oh man, I thought she was gonna hang on, I really did, but Rage put a little too much on it, and that jammer had to go to the infield.
Got a little bit too much dip on the chip, and the chip just broke. That's a fun metaphor.
Princess Leia, captain of the Ghosts, though, she had put on the speed once she got back on that track, came around, lickety split, and forced the call off. 51-35 in favor of the Witches. 10.5 minutes left in this half. You see both jammers checking their toe stops. That's always a wise thing to do.
Just make sure.
You don't want those suckers popping off.
I've already lost one.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, sometimes the skaters don't know they're gone until they go for that toe stop, and suddenly it's face meets track.
Oh, no.
All right, we got another official timeout. Looks like the officials have a couple things to talk over. Gives me a little bit more time to remind you that at halftime, you can go out and visit the Amaryllis Bowl and Juice Bar. They got bowls, they got smoothies, they got organic juices, and they take just about every form of payment known to mankind.
Listen, if the money folds, well,
if it folds,
figuratively. If it folds, if it swipes.
Yeah, if it turns into little pixels and goes to the moon and comes back, they'll take it. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Apple Pay, cards, and good old-fashioned cash, I think. I don't know. Does anyone take that anymore?
You hope so.
Hey, everybody out there, who is here cheering for the Ghosts? All right, and who's out here cheering for those Witches? I don't know, sounds about even to me.
That sounds pretty tight.
But we'll check again later and
We'll see.
You know,
see how we're feeling.
Historically, the louder you cheer, the better your team does.
That's right.
You got to be out here doing your part. All right, we got a bunch of penalties for the Ghosts. Bella Blitz for a failure to reform, and 203, that's Shreddy Mercury for a directional block. As for the Witches, number 97, Greased Frightening, also going to sit for a failure to reform. So it's reduced packs, 3 blockers for black, 2 blockers for white. And Ginger Snapped is out first, but at what cost? Ginger put a foot down in the infield on their way out, and that makes this that's an advancing penalty or a trap cut. There's no way to fix it, so all Ginger can do is try to make the most of it, pile up as many points as possible, because the Ghosts are going to be down their jammer.
Unless?
Well, unless both, it's possible that, no, 777. Sally Face assessed with an arms penalty. It's a little weird. I saw the track cut call, but I guess it got rescinded. And so it is a power jam, but it's in favor of the Ghosts. This is why I don't call penalties from up here, but I promise I saw them call it. They must have reassessed.
Yeah.
All right, so that Ghost Jammer is out. Angel of Death, which is trying to speed up the pack, make it hard for Angel of Death to come around and get a lot of scoring passes. Looking for a friendly side from blockers Luna Shovegood and Furious George. And Angel of Death, one more to beat at the front of the pack, and does. She is out, but the jam clock is winding down. Can she get back in time? Whistle blows, and that is the end of that power jam.
It's a really valiant effort by those black team blockers, just not an ounce of quit in them.
Absolutely. 5 points for the Ghosts on that jam. But anytime you get 5 or fewer, that's a win if you're the defense.
Absolutely.
Oh, the Witches answering back right away. Chublaka, speedy as can be, exiting the pack for lead. Mojo Mayhem out for the Ghosts. Woo! Little apex jump, little reverse.
My goodness.
Chiblaka gets the message from coaches Doomsdays in Brooklyn to call it off, but not before the Ghosts were able to steal a fair handful of points. 4 for the Ghosts, 4 for the Witches. It is 55-46 in favor of the Witches. And there goes Glow and Arrow, lead jammer for the Ghosts. I see a sign in there cheering Glow on. This is probably the first time I've seen Glow and Arrow. I think this might be their first game. Ghost fans, let her hear it. Glow cuts up high, comes down low, gets a little assist from the Witches, but she's through. Calls off the jam. Outstanding jam by Glow and Arrow for the Ghosts. And it's nothing but smiles at that Ghost bench. Everybody liked it.
It's nice when everybody likes it.
Isn't it? I love that. I see ghosts. Specifically, I see one ghost in the penalty box. They're going to be down 1 blocker. Ooh, they're going to be down 2 blockers. I see 6,000 for cutting. That's Ginger snapped. And 1-1-1. Roller sticks for a low block. That gives them just 2 blockers up against the 4 for the Witches.
That is a thin pack.
It is as thin as it gets. Woo! And yet. Huge blocking from the Ghost pivot.
Wow!
Number 71, Furious George showed up to work in this jam. And against all odds is Hell on Wheels. Lead jammer grabs a couple points and calls it off. Outstanding work from the Ghosts. And yeah, all the credit in the world to Furious George, who put the team on her back.
Absolutely. One set of skate prints on skate tracks on the beach. No, that was nothing.
More really great blocking from the Ghosts. Double blitz. Putting her hips into it. And it's Slim Reaper with lead for the Ghosts. Big black wall in back. Slim Reaper does her very best to get through there, but calls it off. 2 more points. The Ghosts are chipping away at that Witch lead. 55-53, under 5 minutes to go in the half.
It's getting close. Started close, getting closer.
And the hits keep coming for the Ghosts. Vivi Vroom, lead jammer. Wensley Adams escapes the pack for the Witches. And the pack is separated. Everybody wearing black in the back. Vivi Vroom goes for the high outside. Goes for the call-off. We're going to see what the enforcers say. One point for the Witches, no points for the Ghosts. And it's an official timeout. So if you like what you're seeing today, and if you are a girl between the ages of 7 and 17, or if you know a girl the ages of 7 and 17 who wants to do this, and who wouldn't, go ahead and go to derbydolls.com and look for that information. You don't have to know how to skate. You don't even have to own all the equipment. You can borrow stuff. You got to have a mouth guard, and you've got to check derbydolls.com for all of the information about when to show up and what to bring. It is really exciting. It's a wonderful resource for girls and non-binary kids of any skating ability level.
Absolutely. It's an incredible opportunity.
Yeah. I used to coach for them. I just loved the community. I loved the watching the families and watching the skaters grow and develop and get that confidence that comes from being on a team and kicking butt.
Yeah. Kicking butt in a major way.
Do go check out the merch table. There's all kinds of exciting new stuff there. Go to derbydolls.com for the holiday collection. We've got some of the stuff on preview. Oops, I'm going to interrupt my own advertisement here to tell you about penalties. So here's the story. Roller sticks for the Ghosts is going to be sitting in the next jam for failure to reform. But 46, Wensley Adams was called for a back block penalty, and I believe that's being challenged right now. Sally Face also going to be sitting for a failure to reform. This is a big one for the Witches because, of course, if they lose this challenge, it's going to be a power jam in favor of the Ghosts, who could sure use it right now as they only trail by 3.
Absolutely.
But as I was saying, you can buy stuff.
Yeah.
There's a gold cropped hoodie with the Derby Dolls map art, the map of everywhere that we've skated in our long career here, long term. That was designed by Hell's Kitten. There's a charcoal LADD with Scully cropped hoodie, very cute. There's an awesome all-over print hoodie. That's part of that holiday collection. You could go have a look at it. It's kind of amazing. It's got... there's matching pants, too.
Ooh, I love a matched set.
Yeah, and that's all going to be available for pre-order. You can get your pre-orders in here today at merch, or you can go to derbydolls.com. You can go home with My Kid Skates with the LA Derby Dolls shirt, which is also very cute. So there's so much stuff there. You should go look.
Check it out.
It seems like every game I go and they've got new stuff.
Yeah, I think that's been my experience. Every time, new stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta stay on it.
You gotta stay on top of it. You're gonna be left behind.
You can't be left behind.
All right, the word is in. The challenge is lost. The Witches will be sitting their jammer for the next jam. And the Ghosts have a big opportunity to snatch that lead away with just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. You too could be a roller derby referee. They'll train you, they'll do it all. You don't have to know how to skate, you just have to have an innate sense of justice. Email refs@derbydolls.com for more information. Here comes that power jam, Ghost fans.
You want to try that one more time? I don't think they heard you.
I said, here comes that power jam, Ghost fans. Let them hear ya.
That's more like it.
Fierce opposition at the front of the pack, but they're well over 20 feet out. They've got to let her go. And Ziggy Stardust, they are out. The Ghosts have one skater wrapped up at the rail. That means the pack is back there. So those blockers, once again, gotta let Ziggy go. Ziggy gets a full pull. 20 seconds left on the jam clock. They kept a huge lane open on the outside. Ziggy jams through, cuts low. Another full pull for the Ghosts. This is gonna be a big pile of points.
This is explosive.
Bodies falling left and right, but Ziggy's on their feet. Once again, a gigantic jam.
Every time I see Ziggy Stardust on the track, they're just explosive.
And they exploded to the tune of 15 points! 68-56. And it's a whole new skate game. Official timeout, signaled by Ridley Scorpio. Thanks, Ridley Scorpio. There were a lot of penalties in that last jam, and that means that they're going to have what's called a must skate. You can't sit more than 2 blockers
Right.
in the same jam because it's just no fun, no fair, and it isn't really safe to have
Right.
just one blocker out there. So when 3 blockers get penalties in the same jam, one of them is called the must skate. They skate in the subsequent jam and then sit in the jam after that.
Right.
And so they're just making sure that they've got all of the penalty counts straight here. That's always that can get a little weird in the juniors games where it is split up by ability. You have to remember if you're a contact skater and you get put in a non-contact jam, don't be doing contact.
You can't just be out there flattening people.
No, that's bad. That would be what we call bad.
You don't want to do bad.
Special thank you to our amazing medical staff. If you are looking for a chiropractor or an acupuncturist, please visit one of our team. They support the dolls all year round, and they are some of the best out there. Check them out at derbydolls.com/doll-repair. We love them. We love our EMTs.
Yes, thank you, EMTs.
Keeping the people safe. Also want to give a huge thanks to the amazing Grant Palmer Photography.
Thank you, Grant.
Thanks for letting me steal one of your photographers to come announce with me. Haha, I got her first.
I'm first come, first serve.
Okay, so here's the penalty story, and it's a long one. Aurora Gorieles blocking out a play. 214 is Alter Ego blocking out of play, and 2648 for blocking out of bounds. That's Pink Poison blocking out of bounds. Pink Poison's going to skate in this so that the Witches have the requisite number of blockers.
Yes.
And that's a smart move by the Witches. Grab lead, call it off right away. That springs everybody out of that penalty box, and you don't have to do the rest of your jam with just 2 blockers.
Absolutely.
So Pink Poison's going to sit their penalty from that Muskate jam, leaving the Witches with 3 blockers. Full packs for the Ghosts. And we are back at it! Slim Reaper mixes it up with that Witches jammer. And it's Shreddy Mercury, lead jammer for the Ghosts. Jolteon taken to the rail by the Ghost blockers, and it's a full pull. Full pull for the Ghosts. 5 big points for Shreddy Mercury. Shreddy wants some more. But Rage denies the entry into the pack. Meets Shreddy again, paired up with Chewbacca. That's a tough wall to break. Sure enough, Shreddy calls it off. But not before the Witches, the Ghosts pile up another 8 points. 76-56, less than a minute to go in the half. Make some noise for roller derby, folks! Betty Rumble turns on the speed, turns off the jam. And we got time for one more, at least one more. Jurassic Punk once again killing the sock game for the Witches.
Absolutely.
Glow and Arrow's gonna sit for the Ghost for a low block. That low block can be either hitting someone below the knee or falling down so that they trip over you. Doesn't have to be intentional, but you get it out of your way. Kitten Crush, Captain of the Witches, comes in so fast, does not lose a step. And calls it off, I think, hoping for one more jam. Are they going to get it? Gonna have to check in with the official timekeepers. but it looks like we're having one more jam. Nope. Lies. I tell nothing but lies. All right, that is halftime, everybody. The Ghosts lead the Witches 76-50. I know what's in my future. I'm going to drink a big bottle of water, and I'm going to be back here in 20 minutes.
Absolutely. We'll see you then.
All right, welcome back to the second half of exciting junior roller derby action here at Valhalla in beautiful Vernon, California.
Beautiful day in beautiful Vernon, California.
Absolutely is. It's a beautiful day for roller derby, and it's a beautiful day if you're a ghost. Ghosts are out in front, 76-60, as we kick off the second half. Mostly on the strength of a huge power jam to close out the half, scoring 15 points, taking the lead, and then some. But the Witches want to answer back. Will they do it in the second half? It's Mojo Mayhem out first for the Ghostly Jammer. Smackaroni wears the star for the Witches, and I think it looked like Smack picks, yes, Smackaroni picks one for the Witches. But it's the Ghost with 3 points, 79-61. At the halftime break, both teams changed sides.
Yes.
Because everybody wants to be the first ones up to get that good position to stand where they like to stand when the jam begins. And one of the benches is closer. Goes catch lead, call it off.
It's a fun little bit of strategy I didn't know about.
Oh yeah. For the jammers, there's rules about where they get to stand. For the last team to score points, their jammer has the choice of where to stand, and they usually want to be up on the high side.
Oh.
But the blockers, it's first come, first serve.
Right.
Ghost blocker takes the tumble, takes the Witches, or jammer, takes the Witches jammer with. But the Witches are out. Beretta Bobcat lead. And there's that call off. I want to say thank you once again to everybody who's joining us on YouTube. We've got Whiskey and Chata watching from the Miami airport.
Ooh.
They say the new setup looks great, and I have to agree.
Absolutely. All the way up here in the sky.
I spy with my little eye. Roller sticks sitting in the box for the Ghosts and wearing a star. That makes this a
Power Jam!
in favor of the Witches. Can they retake the lead? Grease Frightening gets out quick. And the Ghosts are trying to speed up the pack and trying to stay together. If the Witches are able to break one of them off, and this is a great chance to do it, having knocked them down as they enter the pack, then they can hold that skater and keep the pack nice and slow so that their jammer can get around and score a lot. But first, their jammer's going to have to get out. Bella Blitz holding it down in the front along with Mercury. The Ghost blocker worked hard to escape that trap in the back. And Grease Frightening is finally out, but boy, did the Ghost burn time off the clock.
Really put up a crazy fight.
Witches catch Princess Slay in the back again, but it doesn't matter. The clock runs out on that power jam. And the Witches put up 5 points. Shreddy Mercury going to the box for the Ghosts for arms. Twyla Foster's with us on YouTube. She's a flat track derby player and loves some derby dolls down in Northwest Arkansas. Dang. That's a long way away.
That's a long way away. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. All right, so Shreddy's down for arms. Witches are also down a blocker, Chiblaka, for failure to reform. The Witches blockers trying to set up their wall, but the Ghosts are in there, breaking it up, and the Ghost Jammer slides through on 1 foot on the inside.
Found a little crack in the wall and just shot right through.
You know, your average skate is about 3-4 inches, maybe 4 inches wide, and that's all you need.
That's all you need.
Even less if you do it on 2 wheels. Ginger snapped out and lead for the Ghosts. But Hidden escapes the path. Beretta Bobcat getting in the way. That's that positional blocking I was talking about. You don't have to knock them down. You just got to get in front of them.
You just got to get in the way.
And that was enough to slow down Ginger to the point that they had to call it off. Nobody in the box. Full packs on the track. Woo! And all over the track as the bodies are falling before turn one. Smackaroni catches that Ghost Jammer coming up behind and calls it off.
Now, we've mentioned the jammers, we've mentioned the blockers. Tell me about the pivots.
Ah, yeah, the pivot. The pivot is the skater with the white stripe on their helmet. And pivots start out in front of the rest of the pack. They're kind of the shot caller for the captain of the defense, as it were.
Yes.
It's their job to communicate to everybody what's going on. And they also can receive the star. If the jammer doesn't want to be the jammer anymore, they can take that star off and hand it to the pivot, and the pivot turns into the jammer. We haven't seen that yet tonight. But it happens.
Yeah. I don't know that I've seen it in a juniors match, but I have seen it in an adults match.
Generally in juniors, if you're going to see it, you're going to see it in the more advanced packs.
Right.
Or at like the all-star level, you see it a lot more.
Seems like an advanced move.
Takes a lot of tenacity and skating skill because you got to hand it to the pivot. You can't throw it at them.
Right.
Finding Gory sitting down for the Witches for arms. They're going to have just 3 blockers in this jam.
Not as many blockers as you'd like.
No, 3 is definitely less than 4.
Suboptimal. It's 1 less than 4 even.
Ginger Snap forcing the Witches Jammer to the out on the inside. And chaos reigns in the pack.
We all fall down.
Everybody falls down. Jammer manages to call it off. You can call it off if you're the jammer and you fall down if you stay on the track.
Yes.
You can call it off without having to stand up, but if you leave the track, you must re-enter, stand up on all 8 wheels before you're permitted to call it off. And we got ourselves a timeout. Timeout for the Witches. Which gives me the chance to talk about, those of you who are here can see we've got, it's a whole new world here in Valhalla. The benches are rather let me start over.
Take that again.
It's a whole new world here in Valhalla. The grandstand has been completely reconfigured. We've got this amazing loft up here for the rad crew and the officials and for us.
And for us.
We have to thank Cowboy for leading the construction, for Wild Bill Hiccup. Wooby, he has been stalwart in getting this place redecorated, not just for this, but also for the previous bout, the survival tournament.
Mm-hmm.
The place has not looked better, and we owe it all to them. So thank you so, so much.
Absolutely.
And I like being up high.
Yeah, it's nice.
Is this what driving an SUV feels like?
On a double-decker bus. And can't go down that ladder too fast or else I'll get the bends.
Ooh. Actually, it's an official timeout. Those of you keeping score. In the chat room, Robert Vargas says, "Go Scary! Jim reffing her heart out." And I got to agree with that.
Absolutely.
Jam ref, tough position because you don't just have to pay attention, you also have to skate. Got to call those penalties.
It's a lot of plates in the air.
And sometimes you have to dodge skaters.
Yes.
I tell you, I'm sad to admit it, but as a skater, I've hit a ref once or twice. Sometimes you come off that track and that's just what happens.
An object in motion will stay in
Ooh.
motion. A skater in motion will stay in motion.
Yeah, you don't want to see
Until-
it because they're not expecting it in
Right.
the same way that you are on the track. It's not a good thing to do.
Yes.
So it's a tough job, jam reffing.
Someone's got to do it.
Now we appreciate all that the enforcers do, skating and non-skating officials. They, just like everybody else, almost everybody else here, are all volunteers. And they do it for the love of the game and for, loyalty to their team. I always tell people, if you move to a new city, go find the roller derby league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every
It's working for me.
Every league always needs more hands. Every league always needs more officials, more volunteers, more everybody, and more fans. And it's a great way to just find community with people that you know you're going to like.
Yes, absolutely. Just stacked with lovely people here.
If you want to skate roller derby just for fun, or if you want to get ready to join fresh meat, Derby Por Vida, that's the place for you. You want to go to derbydolls.com and look around for the joining information. Derby Por Vida is a 10, 12-week program, and you go from 0, if that's where you're starting, it's okay to start at 0, to skating on this bank track in that program.
Wow.
In those few short weeks. It's fantastic. You learn so much, and it's, boy, oh boy, is it a great workout.
I got to get in on that.
You gotta get in on that. And if you do want to be fresh meat, it's a great place to start.
Yes.
All right, we are back at it. Ghost holding on to that lead, 86 to 70. Princess Leia's out in lead for the Ghosts. Oh, goodness. Looked like Rage was going to escape, but just stepped into the infield on her way out. She's out now, but Princess Leia's already in the pack, piling up points. Getting told to call it, and she does. Just as Rage creeps up the back there.
Very
I say
good.
creeps, it was very fast for creep.
It's a fast creep.
High speed creeping.
.tumblr.com.
Furious George is out. Lead jammer for the Ghosts. Very canny jamming by Furious George, cutting that speed out. Because when you come back to the pack, if you don't find a way through, you don't necessarily want to hit that back wall at speed.
Yes.
That's how you knock people down. That's how you get back blocking penalties. And that's how you give away power jams. And giving away power jams is a great way to lose games.
Absolutely. There's a lot of strategy involved with this.
Chat room's pointing out that the Witches are missing the veteran leadership and skating ability of Speedy Wonder, who isn't there today. We miss you, Speedy. Hope we see you again real soon. Looks like the Witches have one in the box. Pink Poison sitting down. Witches will be down one blocker for this jam. Sally Face is out of the pack for the Witches, but it's the Ghosts in lead, and oh my goodness, Beretta Blocker slides low. And we're going to take an injury timeout. Let's have a big, big hand for Vivi Vroom. And once again, thank you to our EMTs and our doll repair team. Keeping those skaters safe. We never like to see anybody getting hurt out there, but it's always a possibility. It is a contact sport. Doesn't make it any easier to watch.
Absolutely.
Shit, when I was skating as an adult, my folks came out, and after the game, my mom's like, they were hitting my baby. I never once, I was 38, I think.
Yeah, Mom, that's what they do at roller derby.
Yeah, but you're still somebody's baby.
Absolutely.
Even when you're 38.
And that's why we have the EMTs.
Absolutely. So a thank you to all of the families, the parents, the families, the everybody who lets us do this with their kids. And because you can't do it without permission. The families have to be on the side of roller derby for roller derby to happen.
Right.
And we are so grateful. So Beretta Bobcats sitting down for counting two low blocks. Witches are down one blocker. Smackaroni doing work, keeping 529 Mojo Mayhem. Hands it off to Shublaka, who also delays that Ghost Jammer. They bought a ton of time for Hermione Danger to come and attack the pack. Hermione does not call it off in time, and it's a lead change. Ghosts are in the lead. Hermione stuck in the back of the pack, goes on defense, but Mojo cuts high, swings low, is assisted into the infield by Chublaka. Met at the rail by Smackaroni. It's a lot of fierce opposition, but she keeps skating, and Mojo's through!
Wow!
As the jam clock runs out, tenacious jamming by Mojo Mayhem. Three points for the Witches, 10 points for the Ghosts. They have topped the century mark. We're in triple digits, folks. 104-73, 4 minutes left in this third quarter. And there's a lot going on that whiteboard. Mojo Mayhem sitting for a back block. This will be a power jam in favor of the Witches. Bella Blitz also down for arms. Witches are down one blocker. Aurora Borealis put 1 foot down Kitten Crush put 1 foot down in the infield on her way out of the pack.
Had to backtrack.
Reset behind the pack, trying to avoid a cutting penalty, and is now out. Still got 30 seconds left to try to get some points. As those Witches blockers, knocking people down, opening lanes, and Kitten Crush slides on through. See, you pick your moment. Kitten Crush made it around super quick. Catches the low block. Doesn't stop her. Full pull for Kitten Crush. Calls it off, and that's the end of that power jam. Beautiful skating, excellent teamwork, and the Witches closing that gap, 83-104. 2.5 minutes to go in this quarter. Ghosts are down 2 blockers. But they've got lead jammer. Ginger Snap goes to meet Jurassic Punk at the rail. Although it was Glow and Arrow who really held Punk back. Roller Sticks gets through 4 points and calls it off. Moulin Rouge and Ice Cream are losing their breath. They were telling her to call it off so hard.
That's a project.
Hey man, coaching's a lot of work.
Yes.
It's awful hard on the vocal cords.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
It's as loud as it is in the stand, it is twice as loud down there on the track. The roll of the Masonite, the sound of bodies falling, and the roar of the crowd as they cheer these skaters on. Ghosts have lead and Shredding Mercury. Woo! So much fight going through the pack, but also great sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
Talking it over with the Witches blockers afterwards. Looked like a little bit of an apology and whatnot.
Helping them up.
These are exhibition teams, although it's been more or less the same folks on each team as we've gone through this year. Hoping that next year we're able to get everybody back onto their home teams.
Yes.
Alter Ego out in lead for the Witches. Luna shove good. Oh, wow. Fast black wall coming up to reform in front. Alter Ego jukes their way through and wow. I've lost all English.
A huge assist from Finding Gory.
Thank you. Teamwork, that's what I'm talking about.
It's what makes the dream work. Up here and down there.
Absolutely. Alter Ego gets all of them blackers, calls it off. 9 big points for the Witches. And that is our third quarter break, everybody. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to go and get some merch. 5 more minutes to go and get yourself a drink or a snack. If you wanted one of those shiny things on your teeth and you didn't have time, they're gonna be here for between games. So you can go after the game to see Sammy Swoop. Get yourself a tooth gem. We're gonna have another 5 minutes of respectful silence, and then we'll be back at it. Respectful silence. to our fourth and final quarter of roller derby action here at the LA Junior Derby Dolls. The Ghosts are leading the Witches 112 to 92. That's still it's a big lead, but it is doable.
It is not insurmountable.
The Witches' scoring kind of fell off in the second, but they brought it back in the third. The teams were nearly even on points in the third, but the Witches are going to have to make up that deficit somehow.
Probably by scoring points, I think.
That's going to be the best way about it, and the very best way about it is it's critical. They cannot give up any more power jams.
Yes.
So here we go. 15 minutes from now, we're going to know who's taking home this win. Jammers are on the line, thumbs in the air all the way around. And there goes the whistle, and there go the Jammers, and there goes that Witches Jammer. Hidden his lead. Scientifically proven, you do skate faster when your skirt matches your socks.
Absolutely. Reduces drag, I think. Something like that.
And hidden. Picks their way through that front wall, calls it off. Betty Rebel takes a tumble, but indicates that all is well. Nobody in the box, full packs on the track. And there they go. Grease Frightening was counting on that top line being open. It did catch a little traffic, but she made her way through. Smaller Brawler still trying to escape for the first time. And Shreddy Mercury, just tenacious as can be at the back of that pack.
Will not quit.
But every time Lightning's hips pass an opposing blocker, Lightning gets that point. It doesn't matter if the blocker resets in front of you. Once you're past, you are a point and you stay a point. So even though it didn't look like a ton of progress, the points were still getting scored. To the tune of 2, knocking on Hundred's door. Witches down one blocker as Chewblocka sits down for a directional block. Once that first whistle blows, everybody's got to start moving in a counterclockwise direction. They are not permitted to stop or to take a single step in a clockwise direction. If you do, you get those stopping penalties, you get those directional block penalties. There goes Ziggy!
Oh, my goodness!
Inside, splits the front wall! 30 seconds left.
Just explosive every time.
Absolutely. Pink Poison escapes the pack. But Ziggy's gonna get another chance to score and dies! Clean pack pass for Ziggy and the Witches. To the tune of 9 points. 121 for the Ghosts, 98 for the Witches. Kitten Crush, captain of the Witches, sitting for a directional block. It's so hard, especially when the pack's going slow. It's just too easy to take that one step back because you want that block so bad.
Yeah. Always forward, always forward.
Woo, message received, but just barely in time. Moulin Rouge and Ice Creamer and pretty much the entire Ghost bench wanted that gem called off. Getting suspenseful here in between jams. Rage knocked to the infield, but is out in lead. Witches have a chance to make up some room here. But their wall is in the back. Rage is gonna have to work to get up there, and does it! Witches with the call off. But was it in time to prevent points being scored by the Ghosts?
Let's see.
4 points for the Witches, 1 point for the Ghosts. It is 122 to 102. Who here is cheering for the Ghosts? And who here is cheering for the Witches? I don't know, still seems pretty close, Val.
And it's neck and neck.
All right, we've got ourselves a penalty challenge. The Ghosts are challenging a penalty. I believe that was a back block on Mojo Mayhem. So the coaches of each team are going to go up there. They're going to explain to head ref exactly what they think they saw. They'll make their case. The enforcers will talk it over. They'll come on back and they'll give us the verdict. That's how this works. We do not have video assisted review. So it's a question of who saw what.
Yes.
Gotta have a huge, huge thank you to everybody who supported our online fundraisers. You've kept Bank Track Roller Derby alive in Los Angeles. We love our fans. We're so happy to be just about closing out the year. This is our second to last game in 2022. But we're gonna be back at it 2023, y'all. All right, that challenge is called off. It's not being counted as a challenge. Everybody forget that happened.
Erase it from the tape.
Erase it from the tape that I just said we don't have.
Yes.
But you didn't see that. If you thought you saw that, you didn't. We can't say it often enough. Thank you to all the volunteers who make this league possible. 95% of the staff you see here are volunteers. We are a nonprofit organization. That means that if it's the end of the year and you want to donate someplace so that you can have a nice tax write-off, you should donate to the Junior Derby Dolls. They'll take it. They're a 503c.
Do something good with it.
That's right.
Everybody wins.
Make roller derby happen for the people. Is Hell on Wheels lead jam for the Ghosts. Trying to fight through that wall. Calls it off just as Kid and Crush approaches the pack. 3 points for the Ghosts. And everybody's not wasting a second to set back up on that line and get themselves another jam. Both jammers setting up pretty low on the jam start line.
Yeah.
Interesting choice. But it works for Sally Face. Lead jammer for the Witches. Blowing arrows out. Betty Rumble gets her fellow blockers together and tries to speed that pack up. Sally Face calls it off. (125-102) in favor of the Ghosts. Just under 9 minutes to go in the game. Both jammers struggle their way through the pack. Both jammers out. Chiblaca is in the lead for the Witches. And the pack's at a virtual standstill. Oh, beautiful apex jump.
Wow.
Chewbacca passes the entire pack in the air. Lands in a slide, but still has the presence of mind to call it off. Outstanding work.
Calling it off during the fall, it looked like.
That's right. You can score points in the air. You are in bounds unless your skates hit the ground out of bounds.
Yes.
So if you could fly, it'd be amazing. You could score so many points.
That'd be the first thing I would do, I think, is
Score all the
score a lot of
points.
points in roller derby.
Getting crushed, lead jammer for the Witches. Furious George still stuck in that pack. It can be so hard as a blocker to know if should you go help your jammer, should you stop the other jammer.
Yeah.
Sometimes you make the wrong call and you lose that lead jammer. Woo!
Whoa.
Kitten Crush losing her footing, but fortunately the only skater she took out was on her own team. That's not illegal.
No friendly fire here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a great idea. You don't want to do it. But,
Right.
But you
Technically.
can. You don't get in trouble for it.
Right.
Nine points for the Witches. This is a 10-point game with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The lead has shrunk to 10. Jammer's setting up real low again.
Yeah. What do you suppose the thinking is?
I have no idea. Because the physics say you want to be up high because you have the choice.
Right.
If you look how low physics is on your side, it's going to lend you speed.
Yeah, if you want to shoot down.
Yeah. But it's working for VV Broom. Lead jammer
Whoa.
noses her way through that wall, calls it off. No points for the Witches on that jam. 4 for the Ghosts, 129, 115. Jam 54. Pouring out for Jam 54. The refs call split pack. It's the responsibility of both teams to get the pack back together when that happens. Woo! Princess Leia catches a ton of traffic and an enforcer. Fierce, fierce blocking from the Witches.
There's a lot going on here.
Oh my goodness. But the Witches are out. Grace Frightening, lead jammer. 20 seconds left on the jam clock. That pack's going slow. I think Grace Frightening's gonna have a chance to score here. The crowd cheering her on. And Grace Frightening calls it off. 2 points for the Witches. 129, 117. And I see some folks in the box. Looks like one blocker for each team's going to be down. Evenly depleted packs. Oh, nope, Bella Blitz reports to the box too. That's going to be 2 blockers down for the Ghosts. Big advantage for the Witches as they try to make up a 12-point gap as game time starts to get tight. And as the marker we use to show me what the penalties are starts to. Is Hell on Wheels, huge lead for the Ghosts. Alter Ego's out, oh, wow. Just covering tape to tape is Hell on Wheels. So deceptive, so much maneuvering. picks up 4 points for the Ghosts. Just the agility of his Hell on Wheels in that jam.
Absolutely.
Full packs for both teams. There goes the whistle, and there goes. Woo! 2/3 of everybody goes down on the straightaway, leaving Roller Sticks your lead jammer for the Ghosts. Hit and makes their way out of the pack. And Wensley Adams meets Roller Sticks at the inside, takes them out in the infield. Roller Sticks comes back on and calls it off. With just 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, the Ghosts can do that. They can just defend at this point.
Yeah, and keep them at bay.
But the Ghosts have a jammer in the penalty box. Roller Sticks sitting down for a stopping penalty. That makes this a power jab in favor of the Witches. Witches fans, let them hear it. This could be a game changer as Rage exits the pack early. Chudlaka cutting to the front. They're gonna try to peel somebody off, but that white wall says no. They want the pack fast, and that's what they're getting right now. As Rage jukes left, jukes right. Gets out of the pack. Coach Brooklyn on the bench wants him to slow it down. They're trying to peel off Princess Leia, but Princess Leia says, rejoins the wall in the front. And Rage comes in for another scoring pass. One more to beat in the front. Incredible effort by the Witches. And Rage just would not stop in that jam.
Incredible to watch.
Oh my goodness, how Rage has the energy to do that after almost 4 full quarters of roller derby. Incredible, 9 big points for the Witches. 113, 126, less than a minute to go in the game. This is still anybody's game, y'all. This could be our last jam. If the team in the lead when time runs out skates clean, then the game is over. But if they commit a penalty and the other team's clean, we'll have one more jam. Gonna have to wait and see what the call is. But right now, Aurora Boreal is still fighting. Calls it off. 20 seconds left on the clock. We're gonna have another jam. So once again, let me explain the last jam rules.
Yes.
At the end of the last jam, if the team in the lead has skated clean, the game is over. But if the team in the lead commits a penalty and the other team skates clean, we'll have one more jam. That'll be indicated by the head ref making a pumping motion with their arm. So you're gonna keep your eye, at the end of this jam, keep your eye on that head ref. They're either gonna award the game to one of the teams or they're gonna call for one more jam.
And that can go pretty much indefinitely.
It could. Okay, so big news for the Witches.
Oh boy.
The Ghost Jammer is sitting down. Witches are the only team that can score. They are down by just 4 points. And we're gonna have a little bit more suspense, folks, because we're having an official timeout. All right, the Ghosts are challenging that call against Angel of Death that put them in the box. Illegal block. There's a lot of things that an illegal block could be. One of the most common is leading with your head. You can't block with your head. You got to block with your body.
Yeah.
Your shoulder, your hip, your side, your butt. There's a whole lot of legal zones.
Yes. Can't block too high, can't block too low.
Yeah,
Can't
you
block
gotta,
with certain,
You gotta block like Goldilocks. It's gotta be,
It's gotta be just
right. Once that game is awarded, finally, once we know who the winner is, you are all invited to come on down trackside to give the skaters the high fives that they richly deserve. Both teams have worked so hard today. This game has been so close.
It's been an incredible back and forth.
Yeah, you know, like it hasn't been a lot of lead changes.
Right.
But then all of a sudden an explosive jam, you know, one big round of points and all of a sudden, boom, lead change, new game. It's been a fantastic afternoon of roller derby. We're so glad you came out here to spend it with us. We hope we're going to see you at our last game of the year. That's going to be December 10th. It'll be for a juniors game just like this one. Just as exciting, just as hard fought.
Absolutely.
And there will also be a baby doll brawl for the adults, showcasing our newest skaters. So keep your eye on social media and on the website to get those tickets, because it's going to be a hot one, folks. Head ref Mazapain de la Chismosa has explained the decision to both coaches.
Let's find out.
The call on the track, I believe it stands. Yep, call on the track stands. The Ghosts will lose their jammer. Power jam for the Witches. And it all comes down to this.
Could be for all the marbles.
Witches fans, cheer them on. Ghost fans, they need your support. They're down not just a blocker, not just a jammer, but also a blocker. Just 3 blockers out there to stop that jammer. The game clock has run out, but this jam will continue until the jam clock expires or until that lead jammer calls it off. Wensley Adams is out. The Ghost bench is saying go, 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 trying to speed up the pack. But they can't run away indefinitely. Every time the refs say split pack, everybody's got to bring the pack back together.
Them's the rules.
Wensley's through!
Wow!
Passes all 3 skaters, so Wensley will get the points for those 3 skaters plus the 2 on the bench. That's 5 points. And now the officials will confer. That was enough points to take the lead, but did they skate clean?
It all comes down to this, maybe.
Watch Mazapain de la Chismosa.
I'm watching.
They're either going to award the game to the winner or call for one last jam. Each of the penalty calling officials has to get together and talk it over first. One more jam! Hidden gets tipped for failing to reform. When that pack splits, everyone's got to work to come back together within a couple seconds. And if they don't do it, that's when you get that failure to reform penalty. And so the Ghosts have a chance to get back that lead, while the Witches try to defend their 1-point advantage. Coach Brooklyn calls Greased Frightening off the track. And they're off. Ghosts are out in lead. Shreddy Mercury, where's the star? Shoe block is out. Mojo, enormous block.
Wow!
Shreddy Mercury calls it off. 3 points for the Ghosts. The Ghosts retake the lead, but it's down back. The decision goes back to the officials as the Ghosts celebrate at their bench. Did the Ghosts skate it clean? Mazapain Deliciousmosa with the call. Your winner, the Ghost! Come on down and congratulate them, folks!
Da-dun-dun, da-dun-dun.
Bella Blitz, Mojo Mayhem, Shreddy Mercury, Princess Leia, Slim Reaper, Smaller Brawler, Lunar Shovegood, Ziggy Stardust, Angel of Death, Skate White Shark, Is Hell on Wheels, Honey BB, Furious George, Roller Sticks, BB Broom, Betty Rumble, Glow and Arrow, Ginger Snapped. Coaches of the Ghosts are Moulin Rouge and Ice Creamer. Your victorious Ghost!
Let's hear it one more time for the witches. Alter Ego, Aurora Borealis, Beretta Bobcat, Chemical X, Chewbacca, Finding Gory, Greased Frightening, Hermione Danger, Hittin' Hit, Jolteon, Jurassic Punk, Kitten Crush, Pink Poison, Rage, Sally Face, Smackaroni, and Wensley Adams. Coaches for the witches, Brooklyn and Dooms Daisy.
What a game, everybody. Thank you for being a part of it. Congratulations to the Ghosts and to the Witches for an incredible, well-fought game. Thank you to all of our enforcers, the track monkeys, the EMTs, the photographers, the event staff, Mr. Chana, the rad crew, Jesus, and thank you for being a part of this and making this magic happen. I'm Trixie Biscuit.
I'm Valerie Moffat.
And until next time, December 10th, don't forget, we want you to be well, be safe, and be back here for our last game of the year. We'll see you then.